Hi, welcome to this week's podcast episode. We are in the middle of our beautiful Stonewall charity run. So I was thinking, and we're in June, of course, as well. So I was thinking, what other topic than everything Pride? Is there? Of course, we got to have that topic, which is also why I love that we chose or that I chose the name Late Night Yapping. So we can literally, yap about everything. It literally is everything. We can yap about from A to Z and everything between, which is why I love that we don't have like anything specific. So yes. Spin. Fuck. I forgot about that as well. Oh my god, a bean boozle. Oh god. Okay. Guys, let's start off this magical podcast with a little bean boozle, guys. Excuse me, cars. I'm trying to do a podcast here. Thank you. For anybody who might see this on YouTube, and if anybody don't know what my spin the wheel is, our beautiful charity run, if we reached the goal of $50, we would have to spin a wheel, and it could land on a lot of different stuff. And it lands on Bean Boozle. This is not the original Bean Boozles, as you guys obviously can see, because I honestly think they taste like just shit. It's not just a bad taste. It's actually disgusting. So I found these, which is still weird tastes and everything. It's just not like disgusting. But we've landed on the Bean Boozle twice, and I have been lucky both times. So first time it landed on pear, and you could choose between pear or snot. Yummy. And the second time it landed on tropical fruit or snail, which of course, and it landed on tropical fruit. So I've been lucky 2 out of 2 times. So, that was really bad. Let's see if I'm lucky 3 out of 3 times. I'm so scared. No. I heard snail is nice to eat. I don't know if it is. I have eaten snail, and I think snail is, if you get over the fact that you're eating snail, if you get over the fact that you are eating snail, and just try to forget about. Hello? Oh my god, it's one of our mascots. Do you want to eat the snail? So it is very good. I've eaten snail cooked in garlic butter, and it is very, very good. But the just your brain knowing it's snail, and it is a very own texture. It is a texture to the snails. Is it no, it's not necessarily slimy. It's just the actual texture of the snail that is weird. Oh my god, are you such a good girl? Should we give her a treat, guys? She can have a treat. She's being such a good girl. Kan du sitte? Pent. Look how pretty and nice she's taking it. She's so good. Bra. Ferdig. You've gotten so many snacks this month. And this week, yes. So yes, it's not necessarily, but it does have this weird, very special texture. So if we get over the sensation that it is snail you're eating, it can be good. But I didn't finish it because the thought that you're eating snails is very strong for me. I want to try frog leg as well. My dad has eaten frog legs a lot of times, and he loves it. He eats it almost every time he's in France. France. Yeah. So he loves actually frog legs, France. And but I want to try it, but I'm like, I don't know. There's something about knowing it's a frog, you know? But yes. But what I'm very afraid of now is that it landed on the thing frog that tastes like chicken, apparently. Yeah, I've heard that as well. It landed on what I'm most scared of, on the red one, because that is strawberry or Carolina Reaper. And Carolina Reaper is one of the strongest spicy one. So please let me this be 3 out of 3. I think pepper sometimes is strong. I literally have eaten like meals. I mean, like, oh, this is a little spicy, and they're like, the only thing we have is pepper, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm weak to spice. Yeah, I'm weak to spice as well. I am really weak. What? You don't want to try frog legs, right? Okay. Oh God. Oh, I'm so nervous. Please don't be spicy. Please don't be spicy. Um, Again, guys, thank you so freaking much for the $319 we have raised. I read rate, so it became raised. You guys have raised for Stonewall Community Foundation. They are a LGBTQIA plus community where they focus a lot of teenagers and young adults, and especially on the mental health part of it. There is unfortunately a lot of mental health. I don't have words. I only have the word problem, but I don't want to use the word problem. Crisis, and they are especially higher in the LGBTQIA communities, unfortunately, because of a lot of different ways, because all from stigma to scared to tell, scared to not feel accepted, and so on and so on. And as I said earlier this week, and I'm going to say it again, we don't have a single soul to lose. So thank you so freaking much for the $319 we have raised. I am so in awe of you, and I'm so amazed by all of you. So thank you. So hopefully this is a strawberry bean and not a Carolina Reaper bean. Hi, Britters. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing wonderful. What's up, rubber duck? Listen. So thank you so much. I am very scared. I'm trying to procrastinate this. How are you doing, Britta? I hope you're doing wonderful. I'm procrastinating so bad. Have a good lurk, Ken. I took one bite. Oh my God, burning. Oh my God, I'm burning. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm dying. 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 Oh. Oh my. Oh. Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ew, I got it in my hair. My tongue is red. My tongue. Oh, fy fan. I had one bite. Oh my God. That is insane. Hate it when it gets in your hair. Charlie, I'm gonna fucking cream pie you, okay? Yeah, that was spicy. Oh, fuck. Hmm. I am crying, so been better. I'm so sorry, Britta. I'm so freaking sorry. I'm not gonna ruin my. You could never ruin the vibe, Britta. Britta, you know exactly how it is here. You know that we can have a vulnerable and a like a vulnerable and serious conversation, and then 4 seconds later we can literally go back to like, fucking fisting, so you are totally fine, girl. You are totally fine. Being parent is not the funniest sometimes. I 100% can see that. I can 100%. Yeah, a dose of spiley. I hate it when it gets in your hair. Listen, Charlie, I'm gonna Nerky's acting. Listen, I literally can't stand pepper. Like, I literally can't stand pepper. And the reason why it's not like super spicy is because I took one bite and I was like, that's spicy. And I spit it out. If I'd eaten the whole thing, I would have died. Hi, Laura. Welcome on in. I know, but this is not crying hour. This is Nerky streaming hour. Yeah, but we are doing our podcast right now, Britta. So this is actually the most perfect time. Like, this is literally the most perfect time. Stop the cap. I'm not kidding. You can ask literally Maleficent. You can ask Krusty. I'm literally the worst. Like, I'm literally the worst. If it's too much pepper, I think it's spicy. I'm like I'm terrible at it. Oh my God, we have a dog. Like, I'm terrible at it. Like, it's insane. Krusty, I think Krusty really hates it. Like, I think Krusty hates it because he loves spicy food. It's one of his favorite things is spicy food. He can snack on Carolina Reapers. Like the one you have on the box, the picture. I don't know if you can see it on it because that's so much light. But that one there, that one, he can snack on it like it's a fucking piece of bread. I bought him. Do you guys remember all the hype with the tortilla chip, like the hot tortilla chip? That it was like super spicy and like, like, oh, it's the most spicy chip, blah, blah, blah. Like they got it with like a glove and everything. I bought it to him because I was like, here you go, bitch. Yeah, the one chip challenge. Yeah. And I bought that for him and I was like, here you go, bitch, eat it. And he ate the chips. And then he was like, okay. And I was like, he was not red. He didn't sweat. He didn't cry. It was literally like eating a marshmallow. Like nothing happened. And I was like, okay. You're not licking me tonight, but okay. Yeah, I forbade Charlie. Yeah. I don't think even Krusty knew about it. No pain. He's insane. He didn't even have to go shit. He didn't get diarrhea. There was nothing. Nothing. Whoever hurt I will slap them. 100%. I will slap them. I know, but this is not cry. This is not, yeah, Brita, we love you. Brita, we love you. I hope you're doing wonderful. Laura, how are you doing? Fantasy! Hi, Fantasy. Welcome in. How are you doing? I hope you're doing wonderful. Fantasy, I love you so much, and I am so grateful that you post your pictures and paintings in our Discord every single time you've painted something. I love it so much. It is literally so much fun watching you improve and improve and improve and improve. Guys, if you ever want to see Fantasy's painting, he dropped them in our Discord under arts and something. I don't remember what I called them. Arts and creative chaos. So he posts the pictures in creative chaos in our Discord, and it's insane. You can literally see the improvement, and it's like it's the best one ever. Lurk, I love you so much. Grim, thank you so freaking much. I hope your stream is going amazing. But hi, Laura. Hope you're doing wonderful. A redhead scout leader, bitch. Listen, I will fight. Hi, TC. Hi, Laura. Stop the cap. Never. Same girl. Yeah, sea breeders, we're in the same boat. We are in the same boat. So is mine. So wait, your partner? I definitely need something cool under my eyes later though. Oh, listen, I'll show you something cool under your eyes later. What? No way, insane man. He is insane. I mean, if he's like survived with me for 10.5 years, so like, Same for me. Do you also can handle that, Wraith? Can you literally handle that spice? Like, are we like literally? Can you? Fuck me, dude. Oh my god. Yes, the one chip challenge. Yeah. No pain. I forbade Chudley for him because he will get an ulcer. Yeah. If he gets an ulcer, don't give it to him. No, don't give him to him. Doing well, great to see you. It's great to see you too, Fantasy. Oh my god, I hope you're doing wonderful. I'm blushing. Thank you for loving the painting. I've been trying. No, I love it so much, Fantasy. I really do. Every time I see that you have posted it, I just get so excited because I love seeing it and you have improved so much. And it just amazed me. And I love it. I really, really do. Oh, hell yeah. I'll show you. Laura, how are you doing? I hope you're doing wonderful. I can handle spice up to Windaloo level. Yeah, see, I'm not that. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that. If it's above pepper, I can't. I can handle all levels of spice. I love it. Damn, you guys are insane. Spicier the better. You guys are crazy. But I kind of knew that, Laura, because you posted the picture of your food, and it was like, what was it? Pasta? No, rice with pepper flakes, like chili pepper flakes. And it was so many pepper flakes, and I felt like my mouth was burning by just watching the picture. I was like, nope, I'm burning. I can barely handle paprika if it's too strong. Yeah, exactly. Girl, we're the same. Such a white bitch. Girl, we're the same. We're literally the same. Yep, you know it. Oh my god, you guys are crazy. I'm okay. Thanks for chilling after work before I join Charlie and Forza later. Ooh, fun! I love that. Oh my god, I hope you guys have the best time. Forza. I saw during the summer game fest that it's like coming a new game as well, like called Clutch or something. It looked kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know anything about game or like car games and driver games and drifter games, but it was a cool trailer. I think it was called Clutch or something. I tried a new one every Saturday and lately been hitting a paint block, but knowing people love seeing them helps a lot. Oh my god, Fantasy, I love them so much. Please, there's so many cool things you can do. There's so freaking much. Fantasy, I don't know if it's your game. I have no idea. But if you are having a paint block, I'm going to give you ideas and you might hate all of them, but I have my brain is just going to rocking and rolling this. So here we go. The new where the re-released Assassin's Creed game is coming June 9th. No, July 9th. So you could do an Assassin's Creed painting. You can actually do multiple Assassin's Creed painting. You can definitely do a close one on Edward. You can do a pirate ship. You can do a painting of the town where he stands on top and looks out of the town and stuff like that. You could absolutely do more beach paintings like you did with the lady walking towards the beach. That one was so cool. And from what little of painting knowledge I have, you can do with the paintings when you had that that little skirt, or not skirt, but the thing she had around her waist that was supposed to be see-through, so you had to make it look see-through. That's a really great technique to practice on, so you can try and do more of that, so you have technique to practice on as well. You can, oh my god, when you're closer to August, you can do back to school. You can draw a art book, an art notebook, and then you draw a pen and pencil and painting and stuff like that around it, and back to school stuff like that. Oh my god, I have so many painting and drawing ideas. I just don't know how to paint or draw, so I don't do them, but my brain is full. I had a Korean style pizza, which was super spicy, and I ate it in one go. Oh, that sounds so good, but so spicy. A Korean style pizza sounds delicious, but it sounds very strong. I love seeing people start. Oh my god, Laura, in the Discord we have under our under Chaos Craft, Creative Chaos. So many cool. I had kimchi, but I love kimchi. I don't think kimchi is that strong. So I love kimchi. Kimchi I can eat. I can't eat a bulk of kimchi. I can't just buy kimchi and just eat it. But on food or on sushi, I love kimchi. I think that's very, very good. I have so much hair because my bangs are getting so long. So I have like hair everywhere. So kimchi, I love. I think it's very good, but I don't think kimchi is like just spice. It's like spicy. It has so many flavors, which is why it's like why I like it. Yes, thank you for your daily Red Bull, Britta. We don't have alerts right now because we're doing our podcast, but thank you so much. Love in India, thank you so much. Currently working on John Wick piece. Ooh, we love a good John Wick. Ooh, we do love a good John Wick. Love a good John Wick. You can do mushrooms or ice creams or noodles or oh, you can do like a sunset on a beach. Oh, that's pretty. Fantasy, if you ever do any romantic read just outdoor, let me know because I live for those books in Ireland. Oh, we love that. I don't know what that means, but we love that. We definitely love that. Oh, I love that. But yes. I love that we are like supposed to talk about like pride and then we just talk about everything else. And I love that. It makes me so happy. I said it at the beginning of this podcast and I'm going to say it again. This is why I love that I named it Late Night Yapping because which is why I love it because we can literally have every topic from A to C. Like next week, we are having our first guest. We are having Laura, aka True Crime Girl, who's literally in the chat right now. We are having her and we're gonna have ourselves a true crime episode. And I am so excited. I am so freaking excited. I have like 2 true crime topics, I guess is the name, from Norway, which is very cool. And I'm very excited for what Laura's going to bring. Like, I think it's going to be so much, I don't know if fun is the right word because it's true crime, but like, I think it's going to be really cool. So that's why I like love the late night yapping. It could literally be everything. And I love it. Late night yapping as it's 1:30 in the afternoon. Hey, it's almost 8 o'clock at the night here in Norway. So we're following Norway, the Norwegian clock, okay? And late night yapping is a state of mind. It's not a time specific thing. It's a state of mind, okay? It's a state of mind. Don't out me like that, Fantasy. Don't out me like that. Don't out me like that. It's a state of mind. Yeah, so I'm really excited. True, Laura, is that the badge that I have? Is the Pride Heart the badge I have? Is that from this week's? Yay! Guys, what's really cool. Also, Krusty, I see your 70 stream streak. I don't want to talk about that. 70 stream streak is too many. I see them. Thank you so much, Krusty. Oh, God, Krusty. Well, Krusty's my partner, though, so, but still, like, Krusty, my man. It's 70. It's insane. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, I have Twitch has now come up with a really cool new thing. Thank you so much, Krusty. They've come up with this really cool new thing, which is you can make your own events, and during those events, you can have your own badges. Which is basically almost the same as drops and stuff. So Laura, the Pride Heart that she has, that is from this event. If you have watched 8 hours, which means Laura has watched me together this week for 8 hours, which is insane. But I really, really appreciate it, Laura. So thank you so much, but it's still insane. You get it, or you can gift a sub and you can get the Pride Heart with hands, which is I think it's very cool. I think it's a very cool thing that they have made that you can have like your own now. So that's very, very cool. To be honest. Badger! Badger, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Fantasy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't have any alerts on right now because we're in our podcast room, so I don't have any alerts. But thank you so much, Badger. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Fantasy, enjoy your ad-free viewing and all the freaking emotes. We have a lot of them. Let me write a Badger as well. Badger. There. Gimme badge. Isn't it cute? Isn't it cute, Badger? I got the heart now as well. Oh my god, you guys are crazy. That means you watched for 8 hours. That's insane. That's freaking insane. Badger, thank you so freaking much for that gifted sub. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have the biggest luxury problem, and it's literally is a luxury problem. I'm not lying. Sounds normal for me. Okay, well, that's insane. My board is so full. So what I have to do, which is literally the biggest luxury problem, I'm no problem saying that. I have to take a picture, so I have all the names and everything, and then I have to wash it out and write everything anew because I don't have any more room. I literally don't have any room left, so I have to write it everything and add Bouncer, Charlie, and Badger as well. So I have to like add that, which is like it's just insane. So thank you so much, Badger. How are you doing? I hope you're doing wonderful. I really hope you're doing wonderful. So yeah, so thank you so freaking much. And thank you as well, Fantasy, for thanking your gifter. That's very, very, very cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But yes. Speaking of when we are talking about the beautiful Pride Heart and the beautiful Love Pride Heart badge as well. As I said, I couldn't think of any other more perfect topic for tonight's podcast than Pride. Everything Pride. It's what I've called it. Everything Pride. And I think that it's freaking. I have flies in my house. We have like the small, like, but we call it banana flies. Is that anybody else? Do we know what I mean when I call them banana flies? It's like tiny, tiny, tiny flies. We call them banana flies. Yeah. Fruit flies. That's probably what it is. Fruit flies. Yeah. Fruit flies. I don't know why we call them banana flies. We literally call them bananfluer, which is banana flies. So I don't know why we don't call them fruktfluer, which is fruit flies. It's very weird. I wonder why. They often hang around bananas, but we don't have any bananas right now. Because none of us, we're not that, like, we don't love eating the bananas. I love making banana bread with the bananas, but we usually then find the bananas who are already starting to ripe, so we don't have to have them long, and maybe just 1 or 2 days. So we don't have to have them for like 2 weeks and then do it. But yeah, fruit flies. We have them, but we also live in the middle of 2 stores. So that way we have a store called Kiwi, and that way we have a store called Extra. And I kid you not, if we had a window, you would see the store, the food store. It's literally just over the road. So it literally takes us 40 seconds. Yeah, excuse me, trailer. I'm trying to make a podcast here. So that road, you will see it. And if we had turned the camera and you would see outside our window in our living room, you would see the Kiwi store. So we are literally in the middle of 2 stores. So we like, there's always a lot of flies here, and there's always a lot of fruit flies. So it probably has something to do with that. We're literally living next to between 2 stores, and we're also out in the countryside, so it is it's super it's like just farm everywhere, so it's just cows everywhere out here, which, you know, I'd love a good cow, but it's a lot. So there's probably not that weird that so many flies here as well, and fruit flies, to be honest. But yes, I wanted to just talk a little bit about why I wanted to do um a charity, especially an LGBTQIA charity, because it is often a um some people might call it still a bit of a controversial subject. And I don't agree with that. For me, it's like as normal as breathing. So I don't necessarily call it a controversial, but I know that it still can be, especially in some countries, and especially and also for people itself, it can be a little bit of a controversial subject. Which is why it's very important to me as well. I am both a ally, and I'm also in the LGBTQIA community myself. And so it is very important for me. And it's also, as a child and youth worker as well, I do see the impact it has. I'm cleaning out much. You want me to put some aside to see if you want it? Oh my God, yes. Everything you don't want, literally, I want it. Like, I love her closet. I want all of her closet. I love her closet. So if you literally don't, if that, I don't care if it's a sock. Like, give it. Thank you. I I have such a huge love for her closet that I'm like, yes, thank you. But yes, anyways. But yes, anyway, so I definitely also see how important it is for teenagers and young adults as well. And I've also talked about it before, but I also absolutely think that especially both kids and teenagers, they listen to what the adults in the room are saying, not necessarily just their parents, but literally adults. Like, if you are an adult and the kid or a teenager look at you and think adult, they do listen. They listen because we have so many interesting, and I do this because we don't think it's interesting, but they do think it's very interesting. And and they listen, and they listen, and they also read our body language, and we are about 70% body language, which is like a study about that we are about 70% body language. And I've talked about it before and saying we can try and pretend, and say, oh, we love pride, and if we actually don't or don't like it, our body language will tell you that. And I say it is important how we speak, especially around kids and teenagers, and a bit about young adults as well. When they are adults, they can easily have their own opinions. But as a kid, teenagers, young adults, they still form their own opinions, and they will take it in under consideration about what you say, especially if you're a friend or family or parents. They definitely will take it into consideration. And I think it's also important because if they feel like everything is not okay, if they feel like, oh, they don't like this or they don't like that, then they might be afraid to also tell you other stuff because everything connects for kids and teenagers. So if you can't tell them this, then why should I dare tell them something else? And it doesn't have to be in the like LGBTQIA plus topic. It could literally be that like I got hit or I stole or somebody's bullying me, and because if they're afraid that they won't accept one thing, why should they accept the other thing? And that's how the kids and teenagers mind work. That is literally how their mind works. If I can talk about that, why should I talk about this? That's literally how their mind works, which is why I'm like, this is also so important to talk about and to show why we need it. And I know it's easy to say, look at America, this is why we need it. But there's so many other countries as well that we need it. And I'm going to read your message really soon, Laura. But what I like to say, or not like to say, that's very wrong. But what I say is that when people ask, do we need to talk about pride? I say yes, because I know I live in one of the best countries in the world. I live in Norway. I am Norwegian. I know we live in one of the best countries and one of the safest countries as well. But we had, and it's insane. And I'm not kidding. You can Google it. It's insane. So we had a big discussion the year before COVID, or maybe two. It was 2018 or 19, and the government and the politics and politicians and everything, they were like, do we need to celebrate Pride? Like, we are so inclusive here. We are so open, like you be you, and like it's not a thing here, which in the whole picture of a country I do agree, but I also don't agree with it. Like, people do get harassed at work or on the street, but like as a whole conclusive country, yes, there's not a problem. Does thing happens anyway? Absolutely. But as a conclusive of a whole country, it's not a problem. But there was a lot of people, I included, spoke up about it and said, no, we absolutely need pride. And I don't care that we are a country where it feels like everything is fine. We still need it. And if we don't necessarily feel like we need it for our country and for the people living in it, let us be a country that can show other people. Let us be the country that be like, hey, look at us. This is how normal it can be. And we are fine, So let us, if you don't feel like we need it for our own country, but we need it for the rest of the fucking world, So I was like, yes, we need pride. And there were so many other people who spoke up about this. They had amazing speeches. It was such a good one. And then the same summer, in June, we usually have our parade in Oslo. It's the biggest parade at the end of June. And at the start of June, we had a shooting episode in Oslo at a gay nightclub. And it was the first time in... it's one of the few shooting cases we have. There's very little shooting in Norway. There's very little gun violence in Norway. It's unfortunately going upwards. That's another discussion. But we have extremely little shooting episodes. We have we have one big episode, which is on July the 2nd with a terrorist called Anders Behring Breivik. You can Google it. But that's like the biggest terrorist and maybe the only one we've had. And then we had this shooting episode. And it was like, what are the odds? What the fuck are the odds? We have literally been discussing for half a year if we need pride, and then this happens. And it's like, and that discussion just got laid flat. It was like, it's not even a discussion anymore. We absolutely need pride. So yes, thank you for my rant about why I feel like we need pride. Let me read what you said, Laura. It took me years to actually acknowledge that I am bisexual and own it. I was brought up as a Jehovah's Witness, which is a very strict section of Christianity, and being gay isn't allowed, 100%. I left when I was about 14 to 15 years old and have been agnostic or non-religious ever since, and my parents also left. I haven't come out officially to everyone, so I don't really feel a need to, but I'm certainly not ashamed or hiding it anymore, and it's very freeing. First of all, Laura, thank you for saying that, and thank you for opening up. I'm really, really thankful that you feel hopefully safe enough to open up here. And I absolutely also don't think you need to do a whole announcement, that is up to you. And I think that is up to each and every person. If a person do want to have like an I don't know if it's announcement is the right word. I just don't have any other words. Also, I'm so sorry if I say something wrong. English is not my first language, which is why I sometimes stop and think, because when I do the podcast, especially in topics like this, I kind of want to try and think of what I say before I say it. So that's why sometimes I'm like stopping and thinking. So if you guys think like I'm using a weird word, it's most likely, or maybe even 100% of it, because my language is not Norwegian, and I tried my best to like translate it into a good way, but sometimes it's not translated in a good way, just so you guys are aware of that. But I 100% understand that you don't necessarily need to like announce it everywhere, and if you do, you do. And then this is my opinion, and I am bisexual as well, and I have said it as well that I have never felt the like need to say it or announce it. And if me and Krusty ever break up, hopefully that doesn't happen, because I love Krusty with all of my life. But if it ever happens, I am done. I am done. I am done, because Krusty, in my opinion, is one of the better. There's a lot of amazing men out there. There's a lot of amazing men in every country out there. There is so many good men. But if I can't make it work with Krusty, who I think is one of the better men there out there, I'm like, we're done. And then if I come home and I'm gonna introduce my new girlfriend to my mom or my dad or my brothers, or whatever, I'm not gonna be like, oh, by the way, she's a girl. I'm literally just gonna walk in and like, yo, this is my girlfriend. Or, hey, here's Maleficent. I know you guys know who it is. I know you guys have known her for 17 years, but yeah, she's my girlfriend now. Thanks. But you know what I mean, right? Like that's so I've never felt the like need to like make an announcement. But I fully believe that if anybody wants to do it as an announcement, do it. Go for it, But me personally, I also hope that we can come to a time where we don't need to do an announcement. I really hope that we can come to a time where it's literally just like, this is my girlfriend, or this is my boyfriend, or this is my partner, or this is, my other one, and not be like, oh, it's a girl, or it's a boy, or it's a non-gender. Oh, what this person doesn't use she, or like what? Like I really hope that one day we can just like, nice to meet you, like literally just like, hey, nice to meet you, move on. You know what I mean? Like that's my hope, that it could be as normal, you know but that's my opinion. Hi BNG, welcome back. What are you I didn't officially accept it or start talking about it being bi until I was in my early 30s. That's how long the religious trauma and stigma stuck with me, and that's also what sucks. It really, really sucks as well, because I don't know if I want to go really deep in the religion discussion during Pride, just because it's such a huge topic. But it really saddens me that there's so many people who have these big traumas and these big traumas from religion. I don't want to say Christianity, but just every religion. And I think it's so sad, because I am not religious. I am not religious. I have no problem saying that. I'm not a religious person. But I have worked in the Norwegian church for 2.5 years, which is the funniest thing I've ever said in my entire. Listen, that's a whole other story. But I worked in the Norwegian church for 2.5 years, and it's the best time I've ever done. I'm not religious whatsoever, I have black marker on my thumb. I'm not religious whatsoever. I didn't become religious when I started working there, and I wasn't before, and I probably never will. I'm going to say probably because you actually never know, but like, yeah, I'm not going to become religious. But it's literally the best people I've ever met. And for me, meeting those people, I was like, oh, this is how religion should meet um, pride LGBTQIA plus communities. This is how they should. First of all, we had a priest who was a lesbian, but what I loved is that this priest who was a lesbian, she didn't want to be the lesbian priest, if that makes sense. She was just like, no, I'm a priest. That's it. So she was like, I'm not talking in pride. I am not doing that because I want it to be as normal as I try to be. She is like, I'm priest and I'm lesbian, but so she didn't do that. And I kind of love it. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was like, yes, you know? And it's just like, like that's how I really met. So like that was so really saddened that there are so many people in all the countries that have experienced so much negativity because of religion. And it just saddens me. And because I just wish that it wasn't that, like, I just wish it wasn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm rambling. I'm probably rambling right now. I don't know. If it didn't make sense, I'm sorry if it didn't make sense. It's just, it saddened me that you have experienced Laura, and I'm saddened that so many other people have experienced it. And I'm also saddened because there's literally people who have been killed because of it. And it's, I don't know. It just saddens me. It just fucking saddens me. I don't know what to say in this pride topic, but I fully support pride. And that is also totally fine, Banshee. You can absolutely be like, hey, I support pride, but this discussion is not my topic. And that's totally fine. Not everybody has to be like 100% like, yeah, pride, we're going to do everything. We're going to throw a little. That's nothing. We don't need everyone to do that. And you could literally be like, it's fine. You know, that could be your thought. Like, you know what? I don't really care if she's dating a girl or a man or a non-gender, or like, you do you, I do me, and then we're happy, and that's totally fine. And I mean, that's kind of what we want, right? Like, that's kind of what we want, you do you, I do me, and we can have a laugh, like that's basically kind of like what we want. Rate, what did you write? I am a straight male and fully support the pride community. And that is also totally wonderful as well, Wraith. But it's also like, as I said, like, it doesn't have to be everybody's like heart cause, As I said, as long as it's you, as people are like, hey, I accept, you should be able to love whoever you want to love. I'm going to love whoever I'm going to love. And together we can be coworker or friends or family or, all the different stuff. And that's it, my dude. Like, and I think that's like really, really important as well, to be honest. And we're grateful for our allies, 100% grateful for our allies, 100%. Truthfully, I've run into a person who kept announcing they were gay, and I was like, congrats. You really don't need to announce it every time we hang out. Like, I know you were gay way before you announced it. Like, it doesn't need to be announced. It would be like if I walked around saying, hey, I'm straight, I bet they would find it annoying. I mean, and it could totally be a reason, like, it can be a reason behind it. Like, this person is like nervous, or this person like is afraid, or is like, that something has happened which is like made this person be like maybe a little over the top and just like wants to like, yeah, I'm gay. But I totally agree that I hopefully there will become a day where we don't need to announce it every time or all this time. But I also understand it. I 100% understand it. I really, really understand it. And I also think that it could be so many reasons to why it happens and why that person keeps doing it, that we might not know. But hopefully, the hope is, for me at least, that one day it's just will be like, you're human, I'm human, and we love is love is love is love, and yeah, let's go grab a beer, Well, I don't drink beer, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. So that's like, yeah, that's literally what I hope to as well. Okay. I do see that we have yapped for 51 minutes, so I never want to make the podcast really long, and we can and hope and probably the podcast next week as well will become a little longer, because then we're doing our true crime episode with Laura. And I always have a billion questions, and yeah, and I also do believe Laura probably gonna have some questions and stuff about what I'm talking about. So, and also the last episode, by the way, the newest episode 3 of the podcast is out on YouTube, right? Oi, I have caps on, I'm sorry, on right now. So if you want to catch that one, it's about mental health. It was a beautiful, beautiful episode. You guys were talking and being vulnerable, and it was just the most beautiful podcast episode. It's out now, and it was just, oh, it was so amazing. It really was. Do we have a dog here? Do we have a disco? I hear footprints. And we have a dolly. And we have a disco. I think that since it's not like a heavy topic, like it's not like when last week when we were talking about mental health, but it's still like kind of a heavy topic. So I kind of want to end this episode as well with some disco and dolly, just to like cleanse the palate and like not like jump straight from heavy to like going back to our normal streaming. So kind of want to just like do a little bit of some dog palate cleansing, and they can get some treats, so they're probably very happy as well. And I think it could be like a wonderful little ending. People need to accept each other for who they are and stop judging. Yes, I agree. Accept the gender, accept who people are, attracted to, enjoy life. Exactly. I couldn't have said it better myself, Charlie. I really couldn't have. 100%, and yes. Totally. I literally, I couldn't have said it better. I literally couldn't have said it better. I literally couldn't have said it better. So I totally agree on that. Okay, do you guys want some snackies? Let's just make sure. I'm going to do this, so my microphone might sound a little weird, but I'm going to do this so you guys can see more. Sit. Sit. Bra. Nej. Nej. Are you a good girl? Are you a good girl? Yes, you are a good girl. Are you a good girl? Okay, sit. And up. Good. Good, you're okay. Good. They are so cute. Why are they so cute? Why are you guys so cute? Why are you guys so cute? Good. Okay. Färdig. Färdig. Bra. All right. Oh, I'm sitting so. There we go. Okay. Fun fact. I'll quite happily admit I know for a fact I'm not 100% straight and never will be, because that curiosity is always there. And I mean, that's also totally okay, you know? And that doesn't mean that you necessarily have to like try, you know? You don't, you know, it doesn't have to mean like you gonna try, or you're gonna be in a relationship with the same gender, or a non-gender person. Like it doesn't mean that, but I mean, it's also something to just accept, you know, and just something to know, and just something to be like, yeah, that's me, you know. I mean, I don't, yeah, but I'm like, I as well think that I'm amazed when people say they've never been curious, but I'm also bisexual, which means that I have always been curious as well. You know, you know, because I've talked to like, especially talked to like girlfriends who's like, oh no, I'm straight. Like, I'm not bisexual. I'm not a lesbian. Like, I'm bi. And then I'm like, yeah, but you're curious, right? Like, you do like, And they've been like, no. And they say like, oh, I can definitely look at a woman and be like, this is a beautiful woman, or this is a gorgeous woman, or this is a sexy woman, or this is a fun, interesting woman. But they're really like, but I'm not interested in a relationship. But like, I can see, I look at a person and think this is a pretty person. But I mean, I feel like everyone can, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean curiosity. I just mean objectively, you can look at a human and be like, this is a pretty human, you know? So I honestly do think there are people out there who's like, no, I'm not curious. I'm straight. I'm this, I'm, you know, like, I'm just like, are there. But for me, I'm always like, yeah, but I'm also bi, you know, so I am curious, and I am like on both sides, and like, ooh, you know, so it's like, you know, so it's very like, yeah, yeah. I don't know where I want to end that sentence, but yeah. Laura made me curious. I mean, Laura makes me curious as well. Curious doesn't mean you are something. You just show an interest or a level of open. No, oh yeah, no, 100%. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean it. Curious is just curious. Curious is literally curious. You know, like, curious is curious, and that's fine. Well, if you saw some of the pretty men I've asked for my number, it feeds my curiosity. But I mean, that's also probably, there has to be a confident boost in that as well. Like, but it's also have to be a confident boost no matter the gender. Because if like a person came up and something, like, it would be like a boost, you know? Not meaning to make this sound rude, but I'm fully straight and fully support everyone and never ask. You be you want to be. You be you. You be who you want to be, as long as you aren't trying to change me. Like, no, 100%. And I didn't ask, and I could, no, and 100%. And I mean, I don't find that rude, fantasy. Again, that is my opinion. I don't find it rude. What I always say is that as long as you accept that people of either the same gender or genderless, trans people, like, no matter what, as long as you accept that they also can kiss in public and hold hands in public and get married, and like all of that, that's normal for everyone else. It's as long as it could be accepted that everyone can do that, no matter who they are, I am fine. Yeah. And he's like, I was accept because I'm, yeah, exactly. So then it's like, and for me, maybe you don't like that word, and I'm sorry if you don't like that word, but for me, this might be controversial, I don't know. But for me, that is being an ally. Like, I'm sorry. That's, for me, is being an ally. Because it's like, you do you, I do me, and we can be friends, we are family, we're sisters, like, you know, whatever the relationship is. Or you are just two strangers walking past each other on the street as well. And that's it. And you can have a laugh, and you can joke around, and you can cry if you need to cry, and you can just be yourself around that person. That is an ally to me. That's just being a human to me. Because if you can like hang out with a dude who is straight and you can hang out with a dude who is gay, then that's the whole point, right? I might be very wrong there. And you might not like the word ally, which I totally like. That's not, I'm not trying to like push ally on you, but like, that's for me. You know, like, that's what, you know, you want to, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm treading in water I have not tread as much in. But for me, it's like, that should be what we want, right? Like, that isn't that, like, that's at least what I want, you know? That's what I want. But I feel like, I also feel like I am like treading in water right now, but I don't know. The other's absolutely not being straight, and you should never have to feel like you have to be an ally. That personal to each person. 100%, 100%. And as I said, as long as you're not rude or disrespectful and just be like, I don't give a flying fuck, then hell yeah, that's what we want, right? Like that's literally what we want. Can somebody just say they agree, or somebody just be like yes, or like because that's what we want. Am I'm stressing out right now. I am starting to think too much in my head right now. My brain is like overthinking right now. I really I can feel my head overthinking this. Yeah. Like I've screwed up meeting new people and I say she, but they are non-binarily. And I'm like, my bad, but they get offended that I didn't already know. And I assumed they were a she. So they get cocky attitude. Oh, let me educate you. Like you're asking for a broken nose. I feel like this is also kind of controversial. If you look like me, and you call me she, that will happen. If you look like Krusty and you call Krusty a he, that will happen. If you are unsure, ask. Exactly. You can't help it if you didn't know. And again, this might be controversial again, but I think we will always be in a world where she and he is like the biggest, right? So normally it would be she when you look at me, and it would normally be he. Oh, spin again. Holy moly, we have done it an hour. What did it land on? Flower crown. Oh, wait. That's the wrong one. We can do flower crown for 3 minutes. I don't know if I have my timer here, but that's fine. We can have it. Again, guys, if you were here at the beginning, I am doing a spin of spin the wheel every hour, and now it landed on me wearing this beautiful flower crown, and I think that fits perfectly. 2 small bag with clothes for you. Yay. This is totally out of nothing. Do you want a visit on Sunday? Because I am probably in Frekstad on Saturday and Sunday, and I'm going home on Sunday. Do you want to visit? Why are you there? Family reunion. I can talk to you after stream. But I don't think like we should be like. I don't know if that's on a Wednesday, you know, when we're going to Tons of Rock. I don't know if that's the timing to like grab clothes and stuff like that. So that's why I was like, yeah. I always ask, and that's also 100% Banshee. If you do that, that's also a thing, you know. If you're like, hey, I always ask, perfect. But I don't think that if you do look like me and you are either going by he or non-gender, I don't think you can be like super mad. I think you just have to be like either like introducing and be like, hey, I'm Nurk, I go by he, or hey, I'm Nurk, I go by they, them. And, you know, but again, that's me. Might be a little controversial, but that's me. And I value every opinion. I don't sit on the answers, you know, like I don't sit on the answers. So it's like, you know, but like, that's at least my opinion. I'm a jelly bean. Same. When I'm in work, I never say sir, madam, or use gender when greeting someone to avoid making people uncomfortable because it's caused conflict before when a college says good morning, ma'am, to someone who used they, them. And I mean, that's also totally fine. I have to say, I kind of love in Norway that we don't use that. We don't say sir and ma'am, which would be herr for sir, and fru or frue for ma'am, or fru fru Nurke. That's very we don't do that. It used to be a thing before. If somebody actually would do that, say that to me, like welcome on in, Herr Krusty, you know, we would literally be like, my God, are you 102-year-old? Like, it's very outdated and it's very old hair. So for us, being polite would just be like, if it's a very fancy place, it would be like the politeness is to open the door. Stop showing your fucking nipple, Krusty. The politeness is not opening the door and say, ma'am. The politeness is opening the door. So I'm kind of glad that we don't do that here, that we don't have the whole fru, herr, she, Mrs., ma'am, sir, all of that. Like, and we also have a lot of gender neutral like names. We rarely use herr, fru, ma'am, she, her. Like, we don't use that a lot. We have a lot of gender neutral names, which I love. So you could be very polite, and if you work in a fancy place and you have to be polite, you can be very, very polite without using gender pronouns, which I love. I think it's important to also wait, where was fantasy? But yeah, I don't know if I'm an ally or not because I never self-labeled myself, but I feel support. Yeah, and that's I said, I'm not trying to push an ally on you. I'm just, for me, that's like, maybe I wouldn't call it an ally. For me, it's just being a human. And we love that fantasy. Like 100%. And yeah, so yeah. I think it's important to also recognize there are people in the LGBTQ community who do like to cry discrimination when it was obvious nobody meant to disrespect or misgender. Yeah, I also think so. I think we need to be a little open and understand that we can all misgender, we can all say the wrong stuff, but that doesn't mean that we are discriminating, we are disrespecting. It just means that it happens. Everyone is human. We are all human, and humans does mistakes. Humans say the wrong stuff. Humans do glip and slip and tip, and that's a human. And for me, it's allowed. Totally allowed. I have been misgendered before because people have sometimes thought that I was a dude, but that's because I've then had my hair in a bun behind me before I had my bangs. And I didn't have my lashes or makeup, and I was in my in Krusty's sweater, like his Krusty's hoodie and pants, and without. Let's do a joke. This is a little joke. First of all, I hate taking off my glasses because I look so weird without my glasses. If I do this, because this is what that person saw, okay? This is what the person saw. Nothing of the hair, just this, right? This. And it was late at night in like December or November. It was late at night in December. I didn't even have my bangs. So it was literally like this, and I didn't have my lashes. So I was like completely naked in my face and my lashes. And it was late at night, and he said, "What's up, bro?" or something. And I answered, "Yeah, what's up, bro?" And you saw his face was like, "Oh shit, sorry." And I was like, "Yeah, you're fine." And then we walked on. Because I look like a 13-year-old boy without any makeup and my hair up. And that's happening, It happens. I laugh of it because I also look like my brother. Clumsy can say that. Doesn't I look like my brother? My H brother? My little brother who was your. Yes. So with my hair back, no makeup, no lashes, everything, I look like my brother. I have pictures where it's literally people have thought it's my brother and it's me. So it happens. Fucking happens. But hi, Clumsy. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing wonderful. How are you? Let me put my crown back up because that was cute. I never say he or she unless I know. Yeah, and that's totally fine. You always have a Karen or Kyle. Well, Karen and Kyle is going to forever be among us. It's okay, Paul, but no, though they aren't wearing a tag saying that. Yeah, exactly. 100%. 100%. When I was at school, we had to call male teachers sir and female teachers miss or Mrs. Or whatever. Boys were called by surname and girls by first name. I think we did that before, like long before. My love is in, did you ever have to do that? Say herr or fru to your teachers? I don't think so. because that we call our teacher, if my teacher, let's call her, trying to just think of a name, Sara. Let's call her Sara. If my teacher's name was Sara, I would say Sara. Some of us can joke and be like, excuse me, teacher, like, unnskyld lærer, unnskyld meg lærer, but that's usually to the name if they don't know the name. As soon as they know the name, if my name was Sarah and they know that my name was Sarah, they'll be like, Sarah, I need help. So we've always called them by our first name, and I kind of love that. I'm not gonna lie. It gives you that extra bond. And yeah. And yeah, I love it, but I'm very used to it as well. Like I'm 100% used to it as well, so yeah. Hi, Clumsy, how are you doing? I love your face so much. I hope you're doing wonderful. Welcome in. We are middle of our podcast. I said we were gonna end like 20 minutes ago, and then you guys are amazing and keep going. So I just fucking love you guys. Thank you so much for like wanting to have this discussion, wanting to talk about it, letting me have this podcast. I know it's very different from what we usually do, so I'm just so fucking grateful for you guys, and thank you guys for also letting me do this, and show other sides of myself, that I'm not always just a like fucking high energy crazy woman, but like this is me as well. So I really, really appreciate that, guys. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it, and stuff like that. And can we also say this is also why I do charities and fundraising. This is why we did it for St. Jude Children Research Hospital, who is a cancer hospital. This is why I found a Pride Foundation to do it. Because first of all, it's what's also important for me. So I assume that it's important for other people as well. But I'm so grateful that I have a platform that allows me to show what's important to me, and that we can do stuff like this. I'm like, yeah. And that's also kind of why I love having a platform. I do want to give back. I do want to spread awareness. I want to like, I want it to be able to be fully me. And this is also me as well, like showing passion. And this is important for me. And the St. Jude and Research Hospital for Cancer is important to me. I'm already thinking about our third and final charity for this year. And I am strongly leaning towards endometriosis, because there is so many people who have endometriosis, people in our community, people I know personally, and it's such a big thing. I think it's statistically, it's 1 in 10 has endometriosis. And it's also a lot of people never get diagnosed. A lot of people, it's an average. It takes 7 years for people to be diagnosed with endometriosis. And it's also a female diagnosis, and it's not like it's not done research, because it's for women. It's a female thing, so it's like, yeah. Hi, Clumsy. Hi, I'm sorry. Humans make mistakes. I misjudged someone once, and then they bought it for, yeah. And I also don't think that's fair, Charlie, to just like brought it for weeks and be like, oh, you misjudged. Oh, you did that. So you did that. If you said, oh, sorry, my fault, and remembered it and never, and like, don't do it again. It's a blip. It's a blip. It's a blip. At work, we always ask clients what title they like to go by and what name they prefer if it isn't their government name. Perfect. Easy squeezy lemon something. I don't remember. Hi, Clumsy. No, never. Yeah, see, never. We never said Mrs. or she or he or sure. We just like go by the teacher's name, and I kind of love that. I'm really good. Had one of my favorite clients today, so I'm really happy. Yay, that makes me so happy. Yay. Yeah. Oh, that's so fun when you have like amazing clients and you guys get along. Oh, that's so nice. I'm so happy. Just her first name. Yeah, just her first name, which I love. On my way from work now. Oh my God. Yeah, that's right. You are like ending late. How was work though? I hope. Goat penis. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. That literally came out of nowhere. I hope you had a great day, though, Clumsy. I really do. Thank you for bringing more awareness and willing to have discussion. No, fantasy, and thank you for staying. Thank you for joining the discussion, and also thank you for feel and or have that feeling that you can be honest, because that's literally what it's all about, having honest opinions and be able to have discussions and chats and talks as adults. So I appreciate that. Also, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. We don't have alerts on right now because we are doing our podcast right now. We usually have a tons of alerts and are usually a little bit louder and everything like that. Right now, we don't have alerts on, but thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Hi, Ken Citron. Ken Citron. I hope I said that correctly. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing wonderful. Guys, say hello to Ken Citron, please. It's a first time chatter. I can't imagine calling a teacher by the first name. No, I know. It's so weird for so many other people in very many other countries. Wow, that was a good sentence. In a lot of other countries, it's like rude to call them by their name. But here, it's totally normal. And we absolutely call them by their first name, which I kind of love. But I'm also like, I'm not used to anything else, right? I'm always used from kindergarten till my last day at school. We always call them by their name. I'm from Cherries and wanted to introduce myself. Hi, Ken Citron. Welcome on in. Thank you so much for popping by. I really appreciate it. Hello, teammate. How are you doing? I hope you're doing wonderful. That's so nice. Oh my God. This freaking team is so amazing. I'm like so overwhelmed of how awesome you guys are. Like, I really am so, I'm so, I'm so amazed by this team. You guys are amazing. I really have to say so. It was really good today, actually. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yes, easy peasy lemon something. What's funny for me, because my dad was school bus driver. I was there sometimes before I started big school, a new teacher by their first name and used to give me pocket money. Oh, I love that. I love some good pocket money. Guys, thank you for saying hello. I love that. Charlie, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Ken Citron. Thank you. I want to say Citron. I want to say thank you so much, Charlie. Thank you. Ken Citron, enjoy all your ad reviewing and many amazing emotes. I think we have kind of few amazing emotes. I'm not gonna lie. Thank you so much, Charlie. That's so kind of you. Thank you. Yeah, I heard in USA it means to call them by their name. Yeah, I've heard that as well. That it's like rude and mean if you go to school and you call them by their first name and not sir or ma'am and stuff like that. One thing to say about Pride Nerky, and that's acceptance, plain and simple. Plain and simple. Have a good lurk, Ken. I love you so much. Yeah, my friend is fighting for diagnosis and I'll just keep ignoring her. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like leaning towards that for my last one this year. It was a really good conversation. It was really good, actually. I'm so far behind. Hold on. Hey, welcome. Ken Citron, welcome so much. I'm doing good. Just got home from work. Ooh, how was work? I hope the work was good. I hope it was amazing. What do you work as? You don't have to answer. Never answer anything you don't want to answer. I'm a curious bitch. So I'm like, what do you work as? How is the podcast going? It's going amazing. We are going to round up. This is our longest podcast ever, guys. We've been recording for 1 hour and 20 minutes. This is our longest podcast. Holy moly. That's so cool. So this is our longest podcast. We have been talking everything Pride. We do have a community charity fundraising right now for Stonewall Community Foundation, LGBTQIA plus community. We have raised $319 in 4 days, which is insane, and just like it's insane. We try to have a podcast at least a couple of times in month, probably every week, but it's not always. But so we usually do it on Thursdays, and I was like, there is nothing else than the Everything Pride tonight's topic on this little podcast. You're amazing. Thank you so much. Kensitron, what do you stream? I obviously understand you stream a little bit horror and stuff like that. Tell me what you stream. Tell me your schedule. Tell me games. I want to know everything. I just got home from work. I was watching some of the cherries last night. Oh no, they are so awesome. I can't believe I got accepted. I'm so Charlie, thank you again for gifting a sub to Kensitron. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Kenzie is fine. Okay, Kenzie. I gave you a follow. Yeah, I followed you as well, Kenzie. I'm so excited. Yeah, in the UK at school, we would get in trouble if we called teachers by their first name. I think at college they allowed it, though, and at university. Oh, that's very interesting, though. Like, the higher up, the more it's more okay. That's very interesting. I'm a school nurse and work was good. Oh, wait, a school nurse as in like when you're in different, like in the school and if somebody got hurt and stuff like that? Oh, I love that. Yes. Oh, we love that. Yeah, don't we? Yeah, I was a lot at the nurse when I was at school because I was a clumsy child. Well, I'm still a clumsy person, but I was a clumsy child. Yeah, I was a clumsy child. I was a clumsy child. Are you a clumsy child? She's a clumsy child, guys. Nei, no more snacks. Gå og legg deg. Kom igjen. Nei, kom igjen. I'm not having beggars. I'm sorry. Okay, guys, I'm gonna do a quick outro on our podcast. Yes, our pride command. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna do a quick quick outro, and then we're gonna jump on over to our normal stuff, and then we can keep talking. So if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so freaking much. And a huge, amazing thank you to everyone who has been joining the discussion today. I appreciate you guys so freaking much. Thank you for being honest. Thank you for being vulnerable. I really, really, really love these podcast episodes. They are so freaking huge. Again, Stonewall Community Foundation is our charity fund. I will be posting links and everything in the bio on YouTube. And if you can't donate, that is 100% understandable, especially in this economy. There is a lot of free ways to support. You can support by chatting, as we've done now. You can support by using the commands. You can support by spreading the links and talk about it, lurking here. There's so many ways you can support this for free as well. So just a huge thank you to everyone who has talked and chat and had a discussion today. I really, really, really appreciate it, guys. So yeah. So if you want more, please press the like button and comment section and follow and subscribe and all that thing on YouTube. Okay, bye YouTube. Guys, say goodbye YouTube. Bye YouTube.